Hi friends, this is Carmen. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. And we're out on the balcony today to give you a very small plant haul, but a very special one too. I'm going to be giving you some information about an upcoming event here in the Phoenix area and sharing some plants from you from a wonderful nursery here in Phoenix, so stay tuned. Okay, now some of you may have seen the video I did, the nursery tour that I did on Plant Stand of Arizona, and I'll link it above here if you haven't seen it already. It's a local nursery here, very large, that I went to, I believe it was in the beginning of December. And it has wonderful, wonderful selections there, both landscaping items, cactus, succulents, houseplants, whatever you need, and pots too, especially pots. So I went back there and I talked with Eddie, the owner there, and we are doing a collaboration. Thank you, Eddie, for being so gracious and gifting me these plants today. But I would have loved to purchase them too, but he's very, very kind and gifted them to me, and I want to give him a big shout out for that. And the selection they have there is really wonderful. It does change on a weekly basis, so the best way to keep up with their current availability is really following him through Instagram. He's very active on Instagram. Will answer questions and things like that. That's how I first met him. He answered one of my questions on Instagram, and so they have many things coming every weekend. Now, they are going to be having a very special event coming up March the 7th called PlantPalooza. I missed the last one that they did in October, but he told me that his plan is to do one of these 4 times a year, where they have a plant swap. They'll have food trucks there. I'm all about that. They'll have lots of sales going on their items, whether it be plants or pots. And I think he may even have some yoga going on. But one of the things that I definitely want to go to on March the 7th is that he will have a representative there from Fox Farms Soil, giving a presentation and answering any questions. Now, they sell Fox Farm exclusively there, their provider there, and I have not switched over to Fox Farm yet. That is one that I would like to try. Eddie recommended the Ocean Mix, and I know that there are other YouTubers, plant tubers, that use Fox Farm, so I'm looking forward to that, but I would love to meet the Fox Farm representative and get some more information from him on that. Okay, but let me show you the plants that I picked up while I was visiting with him yesterday. And I've got some plants that are 6-inch pots, and 6-inch pots there are $6.95. So the first one I picked up was a hanging plant. This is the queen herself, Marble Queen. She's in good shape. Some of her coloring or variegation, I guess you could call it, is on some of the leaves, some not, but I think that she will start putting out leaves with more coloring on them as soon as I put her up in the window. I'm gonna excuse me, put her in my east-facing window, and I think she'll do great there. And but she's in really good health. I am not going to repot her until the springtime, and that's just, I like to leave my plants sitting in the pots they came home in the nursery pots, for 3 to 4 weeks, let them acclimate, and then repot them. So she'll be good to go in this at least until March or so. Okay, so this is the Marble Queen, 6-inch pot, and they are $6.95 there. Really good. Just a few little leaves underneath here that I need to get rid of, but she's got some really nice variegation under there, see? And I just love pothos. They are such an easy plant to take care of, to propagate. I just started propagating some from my golden pothos for my daughter. A lot of you know she's getting married. going to be setting up her own household, so I'm going to be setting her up with some of my plants and some cuttings from my plants, and I think that will be kind of special. But also, you know, golden pothos, you can't get much easier than that. Okay, so this is the Marble Queen. Now the next one, I had calatheas on my wish list. I did not have this medallion one on my wish list, but I saw them and they were just in such good shape. Look at that. And there's so many underneath too, unfurling. So these are in wonderful shape. These were $6.95 also. Beautiful. They had there also the ornata, but I didn't pick that one up because I have one coming in the mail next week. And I'll tell you more about that in the next video. But I have an ornata coming in the mail. And so I picked up this medallion one to start off my calathea collection. I have not had calatheas before because I'm a true believer in when I bring a plant into my home, it's because I'm going to have the full intention of it staying alive and bringing it into the best place possible. I did not have a humidifier before 2 months ago, so that's why I stayed away from begonias, I stayed away from calatheas, all those plants that really required much higher humidity than I could provide for it. I just couldn't do that to the plant. So now that I have a humidifier, I'm going ahead and bringing calatheas in. I'm also going to be getting very soon a filtered water pitcher because I have noticed some brown tips on like my peace lily, some of those types of plants, and I want to finally get them some better water. The water here in my city is very, very hard. It leaves a lot of, you know, dark water stains and everything, but it does also leave brown tips too. So I'm finally done with that. I'm just going to be getting a filter pitcher instead of, I could easily buy distilled water at the store, but I don't really want to be lugging that and more plastic and everything. So I'm going to get a filter pitcher and just fill it up and water my plants. And I don't have a filter or anything like that in the refrigerator here, and we should probably use it for drinking water and cut back on all those plastic of water bottles and stuff too. But anyway, I digress. So I'm going to be watering those with filtered water also. Okay, but look at the burgundy on the back of these leaves. Isn't that beautiful? Just gorgeous, gorgeous. Now these are not potted in Fox Farm soil. They come from the growers with a little bit of Osmocote on top, the granules there. But again, I'm going to leave them in here for 3 to 4 weeks, and then I'm going to repot them into their more permanent pot, or a terracotta pot maybe, or glazed ceramic pot. And at that point, I'll switch them over to, I'll try the Fox Farm at that point and switch them over. But look at that. This was also $6.95 if I hadn't mentioned that before. So I'm really, really happy with this one. Now the next one I'm going to need to make some room for, because one of the things that they have there at Plant Stand of Arizona is a wonderful clearance section. And it's always changing. And if you see something there on their Instagram that he's put in the clearance section, your best bet is to get down there and get it quickly, because it'll go quickly. When I happened to be there that day, they had this there. I don't know if I have it all in the frame there. This is a Fiddle Leaf Fig, and she's a little bit wonky, a little bit more bush-like than tree-like, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with her. And she's even got new leaves there. What happened with the Fiddle Leaf Figs that were there in the clearance section, there were about, I don't know, 7 or 8 of these there. They were kind of squished in the truck, the grower's truck, and so when they were finally pulled out, they were all kind of, you know, squished and a little bit wonky. but this is in a 3-gallon container. Lush foliage, and he was selling these for $5, friends. Yes, $5. And it's just in perfect condition, really. It really is. I'm going to leave this in this pot for quite a while because it's not really outgrowing the pot or anything like that. And I'll have to check. Let's see underneath. No roots coming out or anything. So let me leave it until the spring, definitely before summer. I may repot it into something more permanent so I don't have to deal with it later. But this one is just beautiful. And I had a Fiddle Leaf Fig a couple years back and it died on me. But I feel ready again to take another chance, and I just couldn't pass this guy up. So they have a wonderful clearance section there that you definitely have to check out. So there you have it, friends. A small haul, but a very wonderful haul of great healthy plants. So appreciative to Plants Den of Arizona for this collab, and I will definitely be back. I will be there at the March 7th, not in any capacity there, but just, you know, being there, shopping, and taking part in the plants swap and all that. So if you are anywhere in Arizona, I would highly encourage you to mark that on your calendar as one of the things to do, and take a visit down to Phoenix and visit them, 28th Street in Southern, I believe it is. So yeah, I would definitely check them out, okay? Hope you enjoyed this video, friends. Give it a like. If you have any questions regarding any of these plants, please do list them below. If you have any tips on the Fiddle Leaf Fig tree, something that you found really works for you, please leave that information down below and I'd appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, what you waiting for? Make sure you subscribe, and we have a wonderful plant community here, always sharing information with each other, and we just absolutely love for you to be part of that, okay? And stay tuned for the next video. We'll be up in a few days, okay? So thanks so much, friends. Have a blessed day.